after show.
Oh, it's so hot.
So we're good to go.
That hair is hot on you, huh?
Yeah, dude, that was hot.
I don't know how I do it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I like this look. I guarantee it.
It is a good
I
look.
guarantee you like it.
Look like you want to sell me something.
I got
You want to
looks.
sell you something.
I got looks.
I wanna
could
tell you
part,
something.
I could part it in the middle. and
Yeah,
have a
dude,
look.
I'm jealous of that. I want that so bad.
I could put
I
my
would
hair-
love to have my hair like
I
that.
put my hair back, straight back, and have a look.
You
That's
put your
cool.
hair back and forth. You put your hair back and forth. Weird Rocco. Didn't.
Oh,
par-
I could probably even do
didn't
like a
parody at
man
all, I
bun.
just sang it.
Probably even do like a man.
Yeah, do a
bun.
man bun.
Oh, yeah. Tie that man bun up.
If I had like a little tie.
You
That
can
was
teach
good.
yoga.
That's like you're like a soccer player.
That's how
That's
you
what the
should-
soccer players
yes,
do.
Beckham.
Bend it like Beckham.
You're bending it like Beckham.
That's a
I'm
good
blessed.
look.
I'm blessed with this. I'm proud of my hair, actually.
You should be.
Oh, look at that. Just nice.
You look
Back
good.
to
normal.
D.
Yeah.
You know, talking about keeping on the Soundgarden.
Sure,
subject,
of course.
I think It's a Soundgarden themed after show.
Okay.
It really is crazy. I had no plans to ever see that band.
Yeah.
It was just never on my radar.
Right.
And then how funny we went and saw Nine Inch Nails.
Yeah, yeah.
Which again, even at the time, I hadn't really heard a lot of them, but I saw some of their live show on YouTube or something. They had a live stream, and I was so impressed by their live show. I was like, Garrett, when they tour, let's go. I want to see that.
Yeah, where'd we go? Irvine? Something?
Irvine, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Soundgarden open?
I think Death Grips was supposed to and dropped out.
Oh.
Soundgarden.
Yeah, that's right.
Soundgarden played, and it was great. It was
Yeah, it
really
was
good.
sick.
And man, that was like not long before he passed away.
No, it
but
was not.
I still, that is like something I've always been like, I'm so happy I got to see
Yeah.
that because it was genuinely a good show. I was like, I didn't think that was like my kind of sound. You know what I mean?
That was
I
a
wasn't
band
sure, but it was great.
that was a band I absolutely loved at a time.
Yeah.
But then
100%.
kind of, stopped listening to him and didn't really follow Chris Cornell's
Yeah.
career. Always enjoyed his voice. Always liked hearing, like when Audio Slave stuff or like,
Yeah.
he even did a Bond theme. Like,
yeah, which I think actually I will say I think that's like a phenomenal.
Dude's voice
Bond
was
theme.
insane.
That
Like,
was
it
a
was great.
That's one of the best Bond themes, I think.
And getting to see them, I wanted to go see Nine Inch Nails with you, but
Yeah.
that as the other name
Yeah.
on the bill was
That was
like,
really
this is
cool.
fucking perfect. Because
Yeah,
this
they
is
were
a band
great.
I wouldn't go see normally either, but
I never would have.
I knew every song we were
Oh,
there.
I bet it was
like, it was
the
sick.
most fun.
It was
I was
super
surprised,
cool.
and again, for not really having that much of experience with them in the past, I was surprised how many songs I did know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, wow, I know a lot of their stuff, and it was great too because not only was Chris Cornell a great singer, not only was he an excellent singer, he was actually really funny during the show too because there was so much Verizon shit all over the because I think it is the Verizon amphitheater
In Irvine?
I'm telling you, every square inch of the venue was some Verizon ad to where the stage was like framed with Verizon like ads around. Like, I mean, it was just like, it looked insane. And he brought that up between every song. Hey, once again, I want to thank Verizon just making this music possible. I just want to, this sound, and I think we would all agree this music sounds better thanks to Verizon. Thank you. All right, we're going to do another song. Every time he thanked Verizon between each thing,
so good.
that it was hilarious. So anyway, I still to this day, I'm like so glad I went to that show.
Yeah.
And it was also worth it for, I mean, Nine Inch Nails was great too. But worth it for the way Nine Inch Nails began their set was no warning and not even the house lights going down. It was just Trent Reznor walking out of nowhere and coming in and hitting a button. And it cracked me up because all these fucking people behind us were like in line for food and like beer and stuff. And it was just like, okay, yeah, I'd like, they have sandwiches. Well, I'd like a, what? Oh no, give me
Lights
the sandwich.
are
Oh no,
on.
it's starting. Bryce, give me the sandwich. Give me the sandwich. I mean, it was, no one was
He
prepared.
looked like a roadie.
Like they didn't like warn or like turn down the lights or anything. It was just like
Dude in a white shirt comes out and hits the fucking
he walked
keyboard.
out like a tank top and just hit a button. It was the coolest opening to a show I'd ever seen where he just walked out
Yeah.
unprepared. It was awesome.
and
but,
then they just one at a time they would build like
Now-
guitars to come
yeah,
out. basses to come
another,
out.
That's cool.
each
They'd roll
part of
drums
the song,
out.
another musician came out. It was so cool. But everyone buying food was like, fuck, oh shit, fuck.
Well, I really
It was
thought when
great.
we saw Jack White, that was the perfect setup where it was like 30-minute countdown. He'll come on when it hits 0.
He had
perfect.
He had like a whole animated weird kind of backdrop or a whole curtain, and yeah, it was counting down the whole
Jack
time.
White?
And
Yeah.
Jack White
Oh.
on video was like coming in to like check in on everyone every like couple of minutes, like looking in, and it was like, okay, not yet, and he'd come in, but there was a countdown the whole time.
Oh, that's
and
funny.
everyone at that show, yeah, they all were like, hey, that's the best thing I've ever seen.
I
You
gotta
had-
pee. I guess I got 7 minutes. I can make it
Well,
work.
you have 7 minutes and 20 seconds to pee. Well, hey, that's great. Thank you for putting that clock
Yeah.
there. That's really
Thank you, Mr.
Yeah.
White.
Oh, I've never seen that at any other show.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Why does only Jack White have a clock?
Didn't Paul McCartney have a countdown when we went and saw him at Petco?
Had a countdown?
No, not
He
a
had
countdown.
Sir Paul?
he had a timeline that would go, and then when it reached the end, he came out. But I don't think it had like a clock on it, as far as I remember. But
You just
I don't
got to
know.
know.
Do you think he'll tour again?
Paul McCartney?
Yeah.
I think you'll at least get one more.
One more?
One more. I think he loves it so much.
We've
Yeah.
got to keep to.
I was thinking if he comes again,
me
I should
young.
save up. It would be $1 million. I should take my whole family. I should take the kids too.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I should.
No.
Yeah.
They're not going to
I
appreciate
think
That way they
it.
can all be disappointed.
They won't. They may not appreciate it in the moment, but I think looking back in life, they'll be like, "I'm glad that I went."
You're going
through
to take a
that.
fucking
Or it'll
loan
be
out?
like,
What do you-
I would
later
have
on
to.
in life, like, do you like the Beatles? Fuck no. My dad made me go to a Paul McCartney concert when I was a
One
kid.
time,
Dude.
they'll be
Fucking
fine.
ruined.
Hey, my dad did that to me, and now I go on my own.
See?
So it does happen.
Shawn, you could raise
Does happen.
your kids to be like Rocco.
That would be great. I love Rocco.
What
Rocco's
a
one of my best
sweet
friends.
guy. I set you up to slam him,
Yeah, but I didn't take that path.
but you.
I didn't take that path either, Derek.
I think the rift is sealed.
Damn, dude. That's crazy. Your dad showed you
Two
like
against one.
concerts and stuff?
My dad, yeah.
My
My,
dad, the first concert I went to, my dad took me to Ringo.
first concert, my dad took me to Smashing Pumpkins.
My dad showed me John's assassination footage.
Really? There's footage of that?
Yeah, and in that New York square. Oof,
I never saw that.
brutal.
Yeah, it was. Oh, the guy had a GoPro on him. It was great.
It's like
it's like
Hardcore
Hardcore
Henry.
I did. No, that was the first concert I went to. It was Ringo. I didn't think it was that great.
Well, it was Ringo.
But it was fun. Like I had fun, but I remember it smelled terrible. And then only when I was older, then you. I brought this up before. I think somebody. I want to say Derek, you said
Yeah.
this once. That when you're older and you realize what marijuana smells like, then you flash back to every time you
Yeah,
smell
You
it.
smelled
it's
that.
You
And
see
you
your
go,
life flash
"Oh,
before your eyes.
Yeah, you go, oh, the
That's what
baseball
happened to
game.
me,
Oh,
yeah.
this. And that's what happened is I realized, oh, yeah, everyone at that show was high.
It was
as
as a
hell.
kid. It was always. There's that smell again.
There's that terrible
somebody
smell.
Did somebody
What
piss?
is that weird smell?
Peace and love, peace and love.
Reminds, I smelled this at the Del Mar Fair. I smelled this at the Padres game. Now,
Yeah.
Now at the
That's exactly
Violent
it.
Femmes concert, I'm smelling it again.
Barley
What
Fest.
could this
And then
be?
somebody's like, "Yo, that marijuana smelled good." And suddenly you're like, "What? No, marijuana?
No.
That? People have been doing this all this time."
in public.
They're smoking reefers around me.
I remember we were at GDC once in San Francisco, and there was this woman on the street. Out of nowhere, she pulls out the biggest, looks like a cigar. It's a blunt.
Oh, shit.
Just blasting off, huh?
And I'm like sitting there and been like, man, this chick is fucking bold. And she turns around and there's like 2 5-year-olds behind her. She just goes, "Oh, fuck, there's children around here." It's like, man, it's too late for that.
These kids are high as fuck,
Man,
man.
these kids are fucking baked.
San Fran, man.
Baked Alaska. That's San Francisco for you. San Francisco, as I like to call it.
Yeah. Well, they all have Corona now, so it's a
That's why I call
Is it in
that.
San Francisco? Garrett, I didn't know this.
Well,
Johnny
that's what you
keeps
get when it's
telling
legal
me.
to take
Johnny-
shit on the street.
Johnny keeps
You gotta
giving me
ask
updates.
Johnny if you want to know anything about Corona. He'll tell you.
I do like Johnny's obsession with Corona though, because I came in
Yeah.
here last week and he was Cloroxing all the handrails.
It's true.
And he was
He's
like
cleaning the
wiping
fuck
down the
everything.
computers with Clorox.
Were you really
wipes.
doing that?
yeah.
Yeah, it smelled
Oh,
all good
wow.
up there because everything smelled all
Once,
like
once
bleachy.
you and Kevin left, Rocco, he was like instantly like,
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm good. Now you know I'm
he was
good.
hosing shit down.
He burned your
Kevin's
clothes.
still, that's up for debate. I don't know with Kevin, but I'm good. So you don't clean any of my shit.
Don't
Keep-
clean
I
his
like it
shit.
dirty.
Don't touch his shit, Johnny.
He got in there
do
in the
that.
crevices.
Don't you know him at all?
I was still kind of unfamiliar. I'd still, not in the early 2000s. I had not been around, people like smoking weed and stuff like that. I was still kind of unfamiliar with it, but I was familiar. Like, okay, I realized what the scent was. And then the worst thing that I think I brought this up before, but the worst thing I was ever thrown into was, oh, Snoop Dogg is going to play at this thing? Oh, okay. Oh, well, I mean, I'll check it out. I mean, he's kind of a big, thing. And it was like the smoke monster fucking ate me. It was like, as soon as it started, it was like, I could see my
Indoor
fucking
venue?
past.
Yeah.
Outdoor.
That was
okay.
me and
Yeah.
Jonathan at Tenacious D in
Let it
high
rip.
school.
Oh,
Whoa.
yeah.
I was driving home like, I've never been high, but this has got to be it. Like, I feel fucking weird right now.
There's always those concerts you go to, and it's so much more prevalent. You're just like, wow, no one gives a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, especially now.
Well,
like-
I'd been at concerts before where I saw people doing that and they were stopped immediately.
Yeah,
Way back
or
in the
you
day.
see see people trying to hide it, but
Yeah, but during Snoop Dogg, I think that was a
Everyone knew.
battle already lost.
everyone knew.
last time I saw it was probably Slayer
Oh, really?
inside the indoor venue too, and it's just like, well, no one's stopping this. There's too many.
Yeah.
There's too many people.
The tide has
Yeah.
turned.
all huddling around.
Well, that's
There's-
when you realize, like, there's 4 people telling 1,000 not to
Yeah.
do something. Once you realize the math's like, well, we can just do whatever we want to do.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, I think I saw security guards passing the blunt at Slayer. It was,
Yeah,
it was
I
all
But
good.
I would say the dumbest instance of it is, what always boggled my mind though is when people would do that and like hide away to do it, but then it's like, well, you're just missing the show.
Yeah.
Because I will say we went and saw the Strokes one time. That was the infamous show where Eagles of Death Metal opened, and the hipsters in tight jeans in front of us when they bowed went, "You're not the Beatles." Famous quote. I still quote that
Yeah.
to this day.
To this day.
When a band bows at a concert, I always think to yell, "You're not the Beatles."
Did you? I wasn't with you, but did you yell at Paul McCartney? Because I did. When he bowed at the end of his show, I
not the
had
Beatles?
to.
Oh,
I yelled it.
We did when we first
The
saw
first time
him,
we did, yeah.
We went, "You're not the Eagles of Death Metal."
That was the first
Yeah,
time.
we did a switcheroo.
There you go.
But anyway, but that couple, when the Strokes came out, yeah, they had like a pipe or something. They had something, but the entire show, you could tell they were Strokes fans. They had like the denim and the thing on the, but they were just the entire show. They were like
Busy with
squatting
that.
down and fucking with that, and it's like You've missed like at least 50% of the show.
Yeah.
They were like hiding down. Wait, no one saw me. Wait, no one.
Got to get your rippers in the parking lot, bros.
And they were doing that the whole show. It's like you paid for the ticket. Like just either do it before or
Yeah.
stay home. I don't know. They didn't. They were watching the whole show. So anyway,
Live and let live.
Live and Let Die is the. See, you're not the Beatles. But anyway, just doing a goof. Just
R.I.P.
doing a
Smoke
fun-
and
Get high.
Oh.
Smoke and get high. You think Paul McCartney ever did?
That's
weed?
a kind of a weird.
I hope not.
No,
because
there
if
was
he
a-
did, canceled.
minus 1,000.
I heard Sir Paul is a weeder.
No,
No
it
way,
can't be
dude.
right.
He's a
Maharesh, he met with him and he got
Yeah,
him
and
straight.
they smoked a bong together.
The
I-
Maharesh?
Yeah.
No.
I am straight edge for fucking life.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, if I ever found out one of the Beatles did drugs, that
Burn.
whole thing was
Take all your
that
records.
the whole thing is fucking over.
I think
And
Paul
burn 'em.
McCartney
Canceled.
likes to fuck.
Nope.
Not well.
What
Because
Paul-
he sang.
Linda said-
He's
what
too
sang,
busy writing
fuck?
music.
Yeah, Eleanor Rigby. It's like
What Paul like to
religious.
No. Linda said he didn't.
I remember seeing this like expose on the. Okay, this is for real. All joking aside, this expose was on TV. And it was like, this is the side of the Beatles you've never seen. And it was all these like stories about people they had fucked over and all this
Yeah.
shady shit they did. And I remember this woman was giving this interview and she told this story and I was like, yeah, I don't know if you're going to bring Paul down with that story. But she was like, I was a fan of the Beatles
Uh-oh.
and Paul invited me to his house and I went.
Uh-oh.
And he was sitting on the couch and he looked at me and he went, Sally, it's F time.
Oh no, that's so pimp.
What?
F time.
Don't curse.
Sally, it's F time.
What? You said that?
And that was the end of her story. She never even said if they went and F.
If they effed or not.
But she was
my
upset.
God.
That's still a rude.
That's a lame
But I just
story.
like to imagine, yeah, it's a lame story, exactly. And I just imagine Paul McCartney, Sally,
It's F time.
it's F time.
Okay.
Hate to break it to you, Sally, but I do believe
It's a little tame.
it's F time.
Fucking meanwhile, Led Zeppelin's shoving fish in some poor woman's cooter.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
or Motley Crue, whoever.
It was a fish. It was one of those bands.
Oh, Motley Crue fucked a burrito.
That's
but Led
right.
Zeppelin put a
Yeah,
fish
but
in the
who
cooter.
hasn't? I mean,
Yeah.
It's aquatic.
But F time.
Yeah, that's tame.
well, B time is burrito time.
Yeah.
It's always. Burrito
How
time.
did she know what F stood for? I'm afraid to ask.
Yeah,
it could've been fun.
That's her. That's her. It's her dirty mind
It's
that
that
filled
time.
in the
That's
gaps.
terrible.
That dumbass missed out on a Famicom session.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were gonna- Paul
Fucking
did.
1963, you could have played Nintendo
Yeah.
20 years before anybody, dumbass.
Paul really
What a
did like
loser.
Nintendo.
Yeah.
Back in the 80s. I remember
sure.
my dad used to show me all the time because we had Nintendo Power when I was a
Yeah,
kid.
yeah.
And there were always little articles or blurbs in it about how Paul McCartney visited the Nintendo like in Japan.
Paul
Their
liked
headquarters
Nintendo?
there. Yeah, it's so funny. It was always funny that like Michael Jackson had a thing with Sega.
Yeah.
Like he was a Sega guy.
I
and then
like
Paul,
Sonic the Hedgehog.
yeah, and then Paul McCartney was always like checking out Nintendo stuff. Like he wanted to do something.
That was the big rift between those
With
guys.
Mario Brothers.
I think
yeah.
that's really what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
They could never get along.
Yeah,
because
that
of
was it.
Damn.
Okay, I'm going to tweet at Paul McCartney to say, what was the F for? What did the F stand for?
Yeah.
Excuse me, at Paul McCartney. What was the F for?
What was
F time.
what would the F stand for?
Sally, it's F time.
Get the F out.
Get the F out.
Pay F. Respects. That's probably what they
Pay
wanted
And
to do.
maybe,
Call
maybe
of Duty
she was
shit.
saying F, maybe she was censoring, and Paul McCartney was really saying it was fuck time.
No, you wouldn't.
That's a cool story, too.
Yeah.
Imagine Paul McCartney being like, yo, it's fuck time.
If Paul McCartney
I'd be
came,
like, fuck, hell
if
yeah.
Paul McCartney came to me and said, "Yo, Rocco, hey Rocco, love the skits. Hey, let me tell you something. Come here, it's fuck time." I'd be like, "Let's go.
Let's go.
go.
What's
I'd be
that
like,
mean,
"All
I
right,
don't
Sir
know."
Paul.
Paul, what we
Let-
fucking?
Let's go.
You got a big sandwich or something?
Yeah, what? I don't even know.
Well, you gonna eat that whole pizza, Paul, or we gonna fuck it?
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
I think Paul McCartney would love us.
I think he would too.
I think if he was ever on the podcast, you'd have a terrific time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
definitely.
think Paul is still young at heart.
Yep.
For better or worse. Because I saw a video where he was like at a gathering. I don't know. Maybe it was an event. It seemed like a bunch of older rich people were there, and he was just like a guest. But
Oh,
somebody
whoop,
like
whoop.
busted out a guitar and a piano, and they started playing Beatles songs. And Paul's like, "Okay, give me the microphone." And he started singing Beatles songs, and everybody was like, "Ah." But then Paul like took his jacket off.
yeah.
And he rolled his sleeves
think I
up.
saw this.
And he's like, let's fucking do it. And he's, 8 days a week. He's getting into it. And everybody's like,
Whoa.
They pull
Yeah.
out their phone. They're, Paul
Right.
McCartney's singing. I was like, this dude's having fucking fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Paul's here to party, and all
Yeah.
you old fucks are holding him back.
Holding them back.
Paul should come do that shit with Mega64. Come to our booth.
Yeah.
Sing that shit. We'll
Yeah.
get wild.
I want Paul McCartney to be on our podcast,
We'll get
and I
buck.
think it's ridiculous he hasn't been.
We'll
frankly.
change the theme song to temporary.
Was he on Joe
Secretary.
Rogan? Because I don't know why he wouldn't be on ours.
No,
No, just Howard.
I want to get bucked
Oh.
with Paul McCartney. I want to fuck shit up with Paul McCartney. It's gonna be F time when me and Paul are hanging out.
We'll get him to do some Mega 64 classics. It'll be all right. You heard this one in the Haunted Wii.
Yeah, I
Didn't
feel
you?
like everyone has gotten Macaulay Culkin for some reason recently. Like
Yeah.
he's on every podcast,
yeah.
but ours,
Sure.
whatever.
Yeah.
We don't
he
need
he
him.
could be.
I want Macaulay Culkin on this show.
I do,
Kevin
but,
does,
I
but-
wanted to be the one podcast who gets Paul McCartney. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Macaulay, since you are watching, you can come on too.
Call
Yeah,
us.
you're allowed.
You're
but
allowed.
I want Paul McCartney.
Call us, Culky.
Daylight savings. Sorry, I would love to do a thing with Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
What kind of thing?
Anything.
Yeah.
A jam session. I could. You play the music and I'll sing, Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
change
can
it
do
up.
that.
Let's do an on the spot music video. Whip out your phone. We'll
On the
film something
spot.
right now.
I bet he loves improv comedy. I
We
bet he'd
could-
love to do a little sketch with you.
Yeah.
We can have him on the podcast. We can do a skit together.
If he
Dude, give
opened the
me your
podcast
motivation.
Kojima.
with
Yeah.
temporary secretary,
Yeah.
that would be great. And I think that no other
live.
person would ask us to do. We're the one group saying do that. Don't do any other song. Just do temporary secretary, Paul. That's just us.
We worked with all these big developers. Paul owes us.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
he's going to do a video, he should go with people who are trusted to, take care of their celebrity cameos. That's us. Nobody does it better than us.
And I feel like, too, he's not going to play Say, Say, Say anymore. 'Cause
No.
Michael Jackson,
Right.
homeboy's
Canceled, yeah.
Dunzo.
We could fill that part in, do a new version of Say, Say, Say.
You have a
where he's
beautiful
singing,
voice, yeah.
What you want? He could sing his part, and then I can be like, what can I do, baby,
Yeah.
to get through to you? Because I love you,
That's pretty good.
baby, baby.
See?
Standing here,
Oh my God.
baptized in all my tears. Sample that. Someone remix the song and put my clips in there.
hot.
Let's get Paul on the podcast, but not let Rocco's dad come, and then there'll be a feud forever, and he will no longer have a dad.
That would end the relationship.
That would be it.
with my father.
That would be the end of it.
Yeah.
And what?
building
and
where
we get
you're-
it on camera. How great is
The
that?
building where your dad, inspired by Paul McCartney, took music lessons. He
Here.
would not be allowed admission while the podcast would be recording.
Wow.
we were where the closest I've been to Paul McCartney,
Ooh,
with
sure.
real talk,
Yeah.
is he came to the 10th. It was the 10th anniversary of the Beatles' Love in Vegas, the show that they have there.
Yeah.
and he and Ringo I had tickets for that night. My whole family went, and it was like it was the 10th anniversary show. They changed some stuff up in the show, whatever. And we were talking about it. It was like, I think the Beatles are going to come to this. I think they are. And so there was a little area in the casino, whatever, like in the Mirage,
Sure.
where you could see people entering. And I saw a couple famous. I saw like Kevin Nealon walk in,
Ooh.
and it's like he's gonna be here. And we waited, and sure enough, he did come by. Paul came by, and people got so crazy. It was again. I feel like you get into moments where you think you're a fan, and then you see what other people do, and you go, "Oh, I don't think I care as much."
People grabbing at him.
Yeah, and people were getting like fucking like pissed off trying to get near him, and it was just like, "Oh no!" Like people like fucking barking at each other. The amount of like gross people that swoop in,
You got to see that?
But yeah, and so my dad was there, and I was like trying to get him, like, "Hey, come over here to get there." And yeah, there was like some like angry British guy like standing there, like, "Oh, what? No, I brought this album. He's gonna sign this. He's gonna," and it was just like, "Oh, I don't care. Never mind." But then when I went to the show, he was sitting. Literally, I sat in my own seat. I like booked my own thing. My family was somewhere else in the audience.
Ooh, but you
I was
had-
sitting pretty close to the stage actually, and it's a theater in the round. And Paul and Ringo were sitting right across from me.
Oh.
And it was the weirdest thing because I was like, I'm watching the show, but then every now and then I look at them, and it's like Paul checks his phone. It's like this is so weird. They're like just like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you always see them in a performance setting, but they were like sitting and like
Their
and like he
audience.
got popcorn. He's like checking his phone. I'm like. Ew, he's just like sitting here. This is weird.
Yeah.
This is fucking
Fuck
weird.
that. Who's texting Paul McCartney?
Yeah, exactly. What is
off.
really? Hey, Paul, what do you think of the show? Shut up.
Shut the
But
fuck up.
But anyway, it was cool though. That was the closest I think I've ever been. They were
Well,
like right
that's
there.
until he's on our set.
That's coming.
He'll be sitting right here. So, gotta figure that out.
We're gonna get to work on that, guys.
I don't know whose job that is to figure that out, but someone.
We'll get to it. Put it on the list. We got a long list, but it'll go on there.
So there you have it.
Yeah.
Do you want to?
Oh, you know what? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. But you were saying something and I got excited. So go ahead and finish your thought. But I do
what
have a
were you
thought.
gonna-
Well, Johnny got a package.
That's what I was gonna bring up.
Oh, perfect.
Look at you guys.
Johnny got a package a while back. Everyone got an individual package from Kevin Hilt, who I think is in the chat, but nice, very nice guy. And the stuff he gave us was like super
So cool.
cool, like very personalized for every single
Thoughtful
person.
gifts. This
And
this
so,
Kevin guy.
Johnny got a package, and everyone was gone. He's like, "Oh, yo, dog, I want to open this so bad," and I was like, "You can't do it now. They're all gone." And so I hid the package
He hasn't
in the
seen
studio
it. Okay.
until now. So now it's right here, and Johnny, you can open it if you want. I'll film this if you want to do that. He looks nervous, but I don't know. I don't know why.
Shawn gonna take over the camera duties here for a sec. Rocco, you don't know what's in it?
I don't know. I have no clue what's in there.
You didn't screen it? Could be anything.
You know what?
It could be
It's
really
from Kevin
boring.
Hilt, so I trusted it.
It's very big. You might have to put it between your legs or on the ground. I don't know how you're going to be mic'd.
It's gonna get boring.
See, that's more my thing for screening stuff is sometimes you open something and it's like,
I like
shit.
half-
No,
I'll
it's gonna be
half open
good.
it.
Go quick. Go quick. Johnny, let's open the shit up.
Personal stuff. It could be. It's going to make him cry.
It says read this last.
Okay,
Okay.
there you go.
Got a
Instructions.
manila folder.
That's private.
All covered
Go,
in coronavirus.
go.
Okay, yeah,
Okay,
it
go-
actually is.
Don't read anything.
fast
Open
as,
it.
fast as possible.
Yeah, did we not
Johnny, we don't-
did we
we have
not
time.
corona
That's a no.
swab this?
He wrote so much shit on here.
This is not a good bit.
Okay, see, this is
This
why
is
you
why you
screen
screen.
stuff.
Here we
You
go.
don't
Here
know.
we go.
This is why
Now
you-
we're talking.
Okay.
Yourself.
Pace
Go
yourself.
help.
Yeah, I'm afraid.
Yeah, that is a little scary.
And
What does that
running
mean?
shoes.
Oh, paste picante. Nice.
Whoa.
Pace yourself. What is that?
Oh shit, dude.
Munchos.
Munchies.
Oh, flaming hot.
He's got them. Oh, that's a lot of
Holy
munchies.
shit.
Whoa, how many
Holy
munchos?
shit. He's munchies rich, dude.
There goes the diet.
Damn.
I want
Well, he
those.
said
There's-
pace yourself.
There's
so
no
that's good
carbs in
advice.
there, right?
That's good as shit.
Wow, that's a
Wow.
lot of munchies.
I'm hungry.
I don't know about this.
Okay.
Oh, it's Doritos, Cheetos, Sun Chips, and rolled gold pretzels.
Oh, dude, munchies, dude.
Yeah, that's
I've
the
never
shit,
heard of
man.
munchies.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Feel free to share.
Okay,
What are
well,
the
you gotta be
munchies?
ready. Maybe it's a bigger thing of
Oh
munchies.
shit, dude.
What is it?
No.
Oh.
Starburst.
Oh, Starburst.
I think Kevin talked to my girlfriend because these are all my favorite snacks.
He does the
as fuck.
research.
Yeah.
Okay, what else? Oh wow, it's not even over.
He says, "Forgive me for taking one. I had never had one."
Okay.
Oh,
no.
so one, there's gonna be one
It's a
missing.
can of
Oh, okay.
sardines.
It's eggs.
This is like a box of chocolates.
Oh shit.
Oh, there's a
Fruit
lot.
waffles.
There's a lot.
Oh, those are good.
I fucking love these.
What's a stroop waffle?
Here, take
should
one.
have one.
Yeah, I think you've had.
They're like they're like tiny Belgian waffles.
They have them on
With
planes
caramel
a lot.
in
Oh wait,
this.
yeah, he doesn't eat sugar. No.
Yeah.
They're good.
Trying not to eat sugar.
This is
It's hard.
quite
those are
a
good.
Those are
stack,
good as hell.
Johnny.
Stream this.
Okay.
Stream this.
I think I know what this is.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I have a sneaking suspicion. I know what that is.
It's a stream deck.
Oh fuck.
Is it software or how do you stream without
that?
software?
We spent a lot of money.
Whoa!
Holy
kind
shit.
Oh my
He
god.
got me a booster box.
Oh, damn.
shit.
Oh shit.
Thank you, Kevin.
Damn, that's awesome.
I stream on Monday, so I'll open this Monday.
Wow.
Damn, dude.
So that's not like a Pokeball. That's like a booster box.
Yeah, like at the store, this is the display box.
Wow.
Whoa. Damn.
Damn, that's nice.
Got to get some foils in there, right, Sean?
You got to.
Got to have foils.
Got
Where do we
it.
put all this shit?
You're good.
Oh my gosh.
Still more. Oh my god.
Hot off the presses.
Hot off the presses. I'm scared.
I don't know what this is. Oh shit.
Uh-oh, what is that?
It's I don't know if I can show it on stream. It might be a little
Uh-oh.
risque.
No, I mean we're
There's
all
some,
adults
there's some
here.
tits on it.
Oh no. Oh shit.
Should I show it?
Uh-oh.
Show it.
What's
no,
the
we're gonna
spine
get,
called?
Don't get in trouble.
I got a shot.
It's some Shintaro Kago art.
Oh, I can't show that. Oh,
Sean, zoom out. Sean, zoom out. Okay, there we go. That's
Okay.
Yeah,
appropriate.
zooming out. That's safe.
that's
a,
safe.
there's a glare there.
Yeah, there's some
Sean,
titties.
you're nailing that angle, man.
Oh, here.
How's that?
you're really killing it.
How's that? Is that good?
Really just.
I did cheat and I looked at this already.
Oh.
But he drew me. Speaking of Shintaro Kago, he drew me in Shintaro Kago's art. I don't know if I should show it. It's a little. It looks like he's gonna murder me.
No, you're fine.
What do you mean?
But I appreciate it a lot, Kevin. This is awesome.
He
Wow.
That's cool.
it's kind of turned you into
Yeah, this Guro
He killed it.
status.
He
gave-
killed it.
Yeah, he gave me 3 of them.
Killed it.
Damn,
Thank you,
dude.
Kevin.
Damn.
Hero status.
All right.
Thank you.
And then there's just
Oh.
this thing. Yeah.
Oh, the manila envelope.
Well, this is a letter. That's
If it's just a
private.
letter, I'll dip out.
Oh, it's just a letter.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
All right, I'll switch out with Sean.
All right.
Look, I don't know what the fuck to do.
Wow.
Kevin. This is
Eat it all. That's what you
Thank
do.
you.
drawing.
Very cool.
Hey, Casey, when he was down here, got me. He said, "Hey, you need to try this."
Oh, thank you, Sean.
What was
and
it?
they had a stroopwafel McFlurry at because they did it like an international menu
At
at
McDonald's.
McDonald's, which was bullshit. It was like, oh, hey, we put cheese on the fries just like in Germany. What the fuck are you talking about? But anyway, but they had a stroopwafel McFlurry. It was really good.
Were you
This
stealing?
thing says that it's 2 servings.
That's such bullshit.
That bag is 2 servings.
This bag is 2 servings.
Get the fuck out of here.
Fuck off.
Can I see that? Can
Yeah.
I see the health facts on this?
Yeah, go ahead. Those are fucking good though. God, those are so good.
Okay. All right. 2 servings. Or, well, it lists also if you just eat the whole bag at once, there's like a second.
Yeah, that's
column.
270.
consequences.
That's 270.
270 calories and 33 grams of carbs. No good.
My go-to like chip snack, like if I was gonna just eat junk foods,
Sure.
have
Yeah.
some chips, were the munchies. They have regular munchies that are just cheesy, and then they have the flamin' hot ones. They have all but exterminated the cheesy ones.
Really?
Like you can't find those anymore. Like it's just flamin'
Hey,
hot.
do you know where to get them? Home Depot. I'm not even fucking with you.
Same with toilet paper.
You go to Home Depot.
Oh, I thought you were doing a bit.
No. They have those
Cheesy
exact
munchies.
cheesy ones, the big bag at Home Depot by the registers.
Really?
I guarantee you. Yep.
I'm going to Home Depot.
I'm
man.
telling you,
Damn,
dude.
dog.
I'm gonna eat that and then fucking wipe.
I'm at Home Depot once a week buying things for the studio or sets or whatever, and I see those. I'm like, ooh, every
See
time I
those.
want to get those.
I don't like when you mix. I want just Sun Chips or
Fuck
just.
off.
You know what?
Because I'm gonna not
you-
want to eat the pretzels. In that mix.
Usually I agree, Garrett. Usually I do.
Yeah.
But those are actually the exception to the rule for
It's
me.
a good-
because they're actually good rolled gold pretzels. They're not like the shit mixed pretzels that you normally get. You know what I mean?
It's still the least favorable in the group.
Yeah, but I don't know. I
No.
think you'd be surprised.
I think you're wrong.
I think you'd be surprised. Mm-hmm. Have an open mind.
All right.
Expand your
Maybe
horizons.
Johnny will share.
He's saying no.
No.
You could have them.
Oh, okay, he said yes.
We'll try it.
but
We'll
did I
try it
say
out.
No.
But now to put our fingers in your bag, Johnny. you
Yeah,
don't
can I
like
just
that.
have a few out of your bag, Johnny? Okay.
Since you know what, you put them in my mouth, so that way you don't have to have my hand in your bag.
You didn't touch his microphone, did you, Johnny? When you were over here, you didn't touch the mic.
My Corona mic.
Oh,
Big mistake.
you're gonna go wash your hands again.
Hey, I didn't
Make them bleed.
No, that's bullshit. Hey, I didn't get to talk about. I didn't talk about Blue Velvet, but it was good.
It's a great.
I just
film,
wanted to
right?
get that in there. I did enjoy it because I just watched another one recently, Wild at Heart, and I didn't care for that.
Oh, Wild
Nick
At
Cage?
Rad.
Oh, really?
I like that movie too.
Yeah, that was not my thing. This one was Blue Velvet was eccentric enough that I really loved it. The juxtaposition of this kind of like sweet little story against what the fuck is Dennis Hopper kind of
Yeah.
was such a like it's funny, you can kind of see the DNA of Twin Peaks in there. Not that it's the same, but you kind of see the DNA in terms of like kind of a saccharine sweet place with something so horrible going on within it. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like just that little germ of a thing. I feel like you kind of see it start there, and then Twin Peaks obviously became what it became. But I really liked it. I forgot that Dennis Hopper was going to be in. Like I didn't realize that. I had seen pictures of him before with like an oxygen mask or whatever. And I thought that was going to be like Lost Highway. I thought that was a different movie.
Sure.
I didn't think that was this one. And then when I watched it, it was like, oh shit, that's happening right now. But anyway, I really liked it. That's all. That's all. I was gonna
Maybe
say
his
about it.
best role. I put him up. That and him in Apocalypse Now is pretty good.
What did you guys like so much about Wild at Heart? For some reason, I was really left cold by that.
I like how weird it gets in editing and stuff with
Yeah.
Nick Cage just acting wild before it was a meme. Nick Cage acting wild, you know,
Yeah.
before Wicker Man and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I don't know, just the whole like metal soundtrack and his whole weird like the reason I wear this jacket is celebration of my individuality, whatever.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I just like that character, and I just really like it's like a heavy metal style like soundtrack movie. I mean, I haven't seen it in like 15
that
years.
movie goes to like extreme violence really fast
Yeah.
too sometimes, and
It's
that's
just
Yeah.
entertaining.
it's a good Lynch film.
It's like his most coherent film in terms of like front to back, but it's such a fucking wild ride, and Nick Cage is so incredible in it in terms of how he acts. Like he is just, it's like a gritty movie turned up to 1,000. Like he just captures that feel of like raw aggression or what it would be like to be on like PCP or something. Like I always felt like Nick Cage really showed up in that movie, and like
I think I don't like Nick Cage. I think that's what it is. I was talking about this on a stream recently. I don't know if I've like left a movie with him in it going, that was good.
Didn't you like the National Treasure movies?
I never saw him.
I saw it.
I saw it. No, I just
No,
I
I
don't know. I feel like he's not in stuff that I'm into.
Raising Arizona is
Yeah, I'm
like
trying
probably
to
the
think of a
shining
movie.
achievement.
You're right, Rocco.
can't think of one.
I did like Con Man.
Con Air.
Con Air.
Con Man.
I like
Back in the day.
I like younger Nick Cage.
Back in the day.
His roles as he gets older.
Oh, Face Off.
Face Off's great.
just, I feel like they're kind of diminishing.
Well, yeah, he's grabbing at money nowadays.
But
There was a time where he was killing it.
yeah, I saw The Invisible Man on Friday.
Oh,
You did?
Yeah, that's
was
the
that?
movie I invited Johnny to come see, but he ain't about being in theater right now. Not good.
no.
I heard it's a lot of jump scares.
No,
Oh, really?
not even. It sucked.
I had heard that's all it was just jump. It was
It sucked.
jump scares.
Well, you can't see the person, so I guess in that sense,
Maybe there were jump scares you couldn't see.
yeah, maybe
Things
I didn't
jumping
see
out
them.
that didn't.
I wouldn't call them jump scares. I would say random shit happens in that movie real fast for no reason. The movie like will just take these hard turns out of
Okay.
nowhere, which I guess could be considered jump scares, but they're not scary. But I really didn't like it. It started off okay. The premise of this one, there's an interesting premise to this movie. The main character is that actress from Mad Men. I can't remember her name. Anybody know her name?
Elizabeth Moss. Yes. Is that it?
It's Handmaid's Tale. Yeah, I think yeah.
Yeah. She's a good actress. The acting is actually pretty good in this movie, and she's a good actress. And the premise is that she is dating like a millionaire tech bro, almost like Mark Zuckerberg or Bezos level, like
I didn't know that.
Silicon Valley.
He's like a Richie Rich.
He's fucking rich as fuck.
a tech dude.
Yes. And he's abusive.
Uh-oh.
And she escapes this abusive
Power.
relationship. And so the beginning sequence was pretty interesting because it's her like leaving this relationship and he's like chasing her and it's intense, it's scary. And she goes into hiding and she thinks like he's so abusive, he's going to track me down. He's going to like kill me. He's going to fuck me up. And then she hears like a news report that he actually committed suicide. And so she's like, oh, I can finally like breathe easy.
Uh-oh.
But then she starts thinking like, well, he was a world leader in the optics industry. He had military. He figured out, I think he's not dead. I think he figured out a way to make himself invisible and he's fucking with me. And it doesn't really go anywhere from that point. Like that's the premise and they don't really do anything with it. It never progresses beyond that. And so I'm watching this movie thinking like, this isn't bad, but where is this going? It all kind of builds towards this ending, this climactic ending that if that was good, it would all be worth it. But they kind of just drop the ball in the third act. Like we're all building towards something and then you get to it. It's like, oh, that was bullshit. That was a fucking waste of time. You built towards like nothing. They kind of just threw it all out the window at the end. And I'm not going to spoil it, but that's my review on it. It's
Well,
pretty
that's a
good
shame.
until it gets to the ending, and then you're like, it wasn't worth it. Kind of a
If
waste of
nothing
time.
else, we got the sick tweet from Mice Camera Jackson. Did anyone see that?
No.
Like,
No, what did he say?
someone. This is like
I love this fucking kid.
yeah.
I love this fucking kid.
It was him in an empty seat, and it said, "All ready to go see we are all ready to see the Invisible Man," and then. The sequence was like it was that picture and then someone commented.
Well, he's next to a seat with no one in it.
No one's
right?
in it. Yeah, but but the seat's up.
Clever.
And so someone responded like, "Yo, you should have had that seat down to
Joke
give
joke doesn't work unless
to
you
give
have the
that
seat down,
effect."
bro.
And then the next thing was that Lights Camera Jackson blocked him.
So every response to his tweet is, "Yo, you gotta have the seat down, bro.
Yo, bro.
Yo,
put that
joke
fucking
don't
seat
work
down.
if you got the seat up."
Joke don't work if you got the seat up.
That was cracking.
Taking the piss out of that kid that's fabulous.
But I did not see it, but I will say, that was supposed to Invisible Man. This movie was supposed to be a Dark Universe movie.
Totally. Yeah.
It was supposed to be Johnny Depp as the Invisible Man, and that never happened.
Give up
But
on
I
that
do
shit.
like that they took the angle. It kind of is the Invisible Man from someone else's angle. Like I kind of
Right.
do just from hearing the premise of it and seeing the trailer. I did like that it's from the Invisible Man's ex.
Yeah, but
The
you know what?
perspective. Like
That-
cool concept, but I thought
it ends up sucking.
sure.
I
Oh, no.
watched the original Invisible Man from the 50s last year and had so much fun with it. It was
Right.
it's a campy movie.
Yeah, you loved that.
But it like was just so fun to watch. And this guy is invisible and he's trying to fix his invisibility because it happened as an accident, but he's slowly going insane. And it's just fun to watch that happen.
Yeah.
This is kind of the opposite.
Yeah.
This movie doesn't follow the Invisible Man. It follows somebody who thinks the Invisible Man is following them.
Yeah.
Also, you're telling me that this guy who's fucking Bezos rich
Yeah.
is so devastated this chick broke up with him that he's going to pretend to to the world that he committed suicide and make himself invisible just to get back at her?
You never know with somebody.
That's a fucking stretch.
Yeah, you
Could've
never
been-
know.
Sean, that
Something
starts
special.
getting into what was wrong with this movie. Not specifically that, but just like it's never clear why so many people went through all the trouble to
Right.
fucking put one over on this girl. Yeah. You know, it was like,
She ain't that special. Is that what you're saying?
Well, it's a lot of work.
yeah, like, and they have a reason and they explain it in the movie.
Okay.
And so I'm sure people who saw the movie are like, well, Derek, they actually explained that. Yeah, I know they explained it, but it wasn't a good explanation. Because as a real person living in the real world, having experienced real humans, you'd be like, I don't buy it.
Real invisible people.
Yeah, real invisible people. It was just kind of, it didn't add up for me.
But I was just saying, like, I appreciate that I kind of appreciate they still took a different route with it as opposed to making the same thing again. I mean,
Yeah.
even if it didn't work out.
No, I think the premise is interesting, but the premise kind of poses a question, right?
Yeah.
What would happen if you had an abusive ex-boyfriend who could turn invisible? And they never really answer that question.
I want to see him hiding in bushes out in front of her window.
You can't see it, Garrett.
You
That's
see the
fucking
bush.
point.
You just see the bushes move, and she's
you don't
all.
get it.
I smell Chanel number 5. That's his perfume.
Mambo number 5. But bringing up the movies that don't kind of answer a question, it's so funny you mentioned that because the movie that pops into mind when you bring that up, and it came on TV while we were in Boston, was Elysium. Remember that movie?
Yeah.
Elysium. That was the movie that and we were rewatching it while we were there.
We were pretty enthralled.
It has pretty incredible. I mean, it's Neil Blomkamp or whatever. I love his like world building and like the visual shit was really, really incredible. The
Sure.
future shit in that movie that is really the highlight of that movie. I did not like the story.
Yeah.
And for me, it was that the movie poses a question. It's like,
Yeah.
look, the rich people built this incredible city up here. Well, you have all the poor people on the planet going like, what the fuck? Like, you guys have all this stuff that would help us, and you're not giving it to us. And it's like, well, they have like a few machines up there that can like auto surgery you or whatever to like make you feel better. That, there's a billion people on Earth that need it. Well, they only have a few up there. And it's like, well, what do you do? Like, there's this fundamental argument of like, do they, like, what do you do with that? And at the end of the movie, it just ends. Sorry, I'm going to spoil Elysium if you haven't seen it. They just take over the rich people's city and they take those machines. But it's like, but they already established in the movie
you can't do that.
there's 3, and like that'll only handle so many thousand people. But they act in the movie that like the day is saved.
Yeah, and
it's like, but you didn't answer the question. Like, what do we do if we only have a few of
You
those?
don't answer the question, and there's like really nothing on like a bigger, like there's no larger meaning.
Yeah,
it's like,
it's like-
this is what happened. This is what they fought their way in there. They took it
Yeah.
over. It's like, but what does that mean in a grander sense? We pose the question like, what if rich people separated themselves from the poor people on Earth and built their own haven up in space?
Yeah.
Like, what are the implications?
It didn't.
you know?
It didn't solve the bigger problem. It like they just.
You know what we do? We'd go shoot them.
Yeah, it was like we
Okay.
shot those guys and we got their 4 surgery machines.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it ends on that, but it's just like, well, there's a much bigger problem here. And so that's always the one that pops into my head when I think of like
I think
a movie
that's-
takes care of a smaller thing.
I think for me, that's an important thing that I look for in movies because a premise always, really, when you think about it, always poses a question of what if. And I think a good movie will give an answer to that question, but also not just give an answer, but kind of demonstrate why that answer, like prove that answer to you over the course
Sure.
of the movie.
It shows its work.
And that's what you get out of your movie. Like, here's an interesting premise. What if so and so and so, and be like, okay, well, it would probably end up like this, and you see that unfold over the movie. Yeah, and Invisible Man doesn't really do that, so whatever.
Yeah. Are you gonna, Sean? Are you gonna take the kids to see Onward?
Corona.
No, you ain't
No,
trying to be in a theater. Right
I honestly, for some reason, I don't give a fuck about this movie.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I went into this week thinking I was gonna tweet it out, but sometimes I'll tweet just like kind of like random thoughts I have or something that like, hey, this might generate a discussion. That's what I'll tweet. But sometimes too many of them in a row will be like, like a negative thing.
Yeah.
And I don't
Yeah.
mean it like like there's outright negativity, like, oh, this is ugly or this sucks. That's one thing. But sometimes I'll have a thought that's just like, I don't think Onward is gonna do very well.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
also
not
think-
that's not like trying to be negative, but it is still kind of like, okay, I've tweeted maybe like I'll look at it and I'll be like, I already tweeted two other things that are kind of
Right.
like that. So 3 is too many,
I just also
And-
feel like the movie doesn't look great. It looks fine. But then the coronavirus on top of it, I think it's going to be a huge bomb.
Well, so yeah, even before the Corona thing, I was seeing previews for it and I was thinking, I think this is going to be their least successful because I don't think it really looks like a Pixar movie. Like it just kind of
No,
looks
it
like
doesn't.
ugly blue people.
And it
You know what I
sounds-
mean? And it was just like
Yeah.
not a great premise.
It's gonna be like Seth Rogen and his stoner buddy
it-
movie,
yeah.
like going on a
It kinda looks like
going
that.
on an adventure.
I had no interest in seeing this movie, and
dumb
then
looking.
I think I was like reading Kerrang, and they were like, "You want to know what's cool about Onward? You got a metalhead for a main character," and I was like,
yeah.
"Kind of want to see this now."
Yeah.
As stupid as that
I've
was,
heard-
Oh, he
I've heard
likes
good
metal?
stuff.
that hooked me.
Yeah.
Just
That's
that
cool.
the one dude has like a battle vest on with all these patches on
Oh,
it. and I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
You never see a character like that as the main character in a Pixar movie. Like,
Well,
okay, I want to check it out now.
Yeah, ultimately, I heard good stuff about it.
Well,
but
I did
I'm
too.
just saying, in terms of how it looked, I thought, I don't think it's going to do that well.
I am so fucking done with Chris Pratt.
Yeah, I'm kind of tired of him.
Don't know what it is about him that
Too
he just
successful.
fucking bothers me.
No,
don't like when he
I think
prays?
I hit my limit with
You don't
it.
like when he kneels and prays to
didn't-
God?
That was weird to me. How he won that Teen Choice Award, like, this is all because I pray every day. Prayer works. Like, yeah, you're fucking rich and
Sean,
famous.
that pisses Sean off.
yeah, for you.
Sean,
Hey, Sean.
Sean,
fuck
do you
off.
pray every day?
Yeah. Hey,
Start praying.
Sean, do you pray every day?
Sean, how often do you
You
pray?
know what, you guys?
Get on your
Yep.
knee.
Get on, Sean, please.
I sure do.
Get on your
Bullshit.
knee.
I sure do.
Prove
And
it.
I
Well,
pray to God and I say, God, I wish I was as famous as Chris Pratt. And here I am. And I'm not. I've checked my followers on Twitter. He has more.
I bet if you
So-
did pray every day, you'd be as famous as Chris Pratt.
You get
Yeah.
a blue check mark if you pray every day.
Yeah.
I'm praying for you right now.
Yeah. I'll pray for you.
Sometimes-
Anyways,
tonight.
Chris
Sometimes
Pratt
you
just
got to
annoys me.
call people out on that stuff, Sean
Yeah.
doesn't pray, and
You
he's
don't
not a person
know.
that prays. And Derek, I
have
got to call
no
you out too.
idea.
I got to call Derek out too.
Call me out.
He talked so much shit a couple weeks ago about Waffle House. How many waffles did you order? Exactly. You got to order a lot of waffles,
And
like
you got to
me.
pray.
Oh, Waffle House sucked. And
Eat, pray, love.
But how many waffles did you order?
I
I'll pray for
thank
you.
God
I ordered
every
stacks.
day I didn't order those disgusting ass waffles.
No,
I'll pray for you,
that's
Derek.
that's why you were hurt so badly by them, because you didn't have the wonderful stack of 7 waffles I
It
ordered.
looked like the chef took a shit on those waffles.
Okay, we're gonna cut this
Peanut
out.
butter, chocolate peanut butter waffles.
Johnny, excise that. Excise that.
Now I lay me down to sleep.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
Johnny, on
exactly.
me.
Waffle House is
Dear
so bad.
God, yo,
I
Sean,
die before I
here.
win.
I know I prayed to you earlier this morning and you heard that one. But I want to be as famous as Chris Pratt.
Don't ask.
No. I don't. I don't want that.
What
But
religion are you again?
whatever
ask
one
God.
that this guy wants me to say, that's the one.
What the?
What?
What?
I'm.
What kind of answer is that?
What kind of fucking answer is
He
that?
doesn't. We have a thing going. It's fine.
Whatever
God,
religion
I want to
this
be
guy wants me to be. That's
whatever
who I am.
Chris Pratt is.
Is he
I'm
point-
that one.
he's pointing to Brian up there.
I'm Chris Pratt. God, he's mine too. Anyways, I want to win a Teen Choice Award. Thank you.
That sucks. If I was
You're not
God,
gonna win.
I would fuck you up right now.
Yeah, I would do the opposite.
I would be like, fuck this
patronizing shit.
No, I'm
Fucking bubonic. Here we go.
Me and God. We have
God?
we have a pact against Chris
Fucking
Pratt.
Which one?
Impotence
Which one? The
coming
right
your
one?
way.
Yeah, impotence on the way.
I prayed that
Not a
Onward
moment
would
too
bomb
soon.
just to fuck over Chris Pratt. So it worked.
You prayed for a fatwa on Chris Pratt?
I did.
What the fuck? What are we saying?
I don't know who he's
talking
praying
about?
to.
I lost the script, y'all. I don't know
I'm
where we are. I'm
whoever
off-
Chris
I think we're
Pratt
off book.
believes in.
Listen.
I believe in too.
Point is, Waffle House is pretty good. You get those peanut butter waffles. Ooh,
Y'all dicks
Bless
are gonna
the
break
Lord.
for different reasons. Sean,
no.
Yeah.
your dick's gonna break because you insulted God with that fucked up prayer.
Yeah, that's
Rocco,
a guarantee.
your dick's gonna break from all the fucking malnutrition from eating all these Waffle Houses.
Please.
My dick will
Garrett,
not break, and
remove
I'm
the
gonna
mouth
get
from
home
that.
and
Me
tell
and
Jenny
Garrett
it's
got
F time.
working dicks.
I got.
Hell
I was.
yeah,
I,
dog.
dude,
A
I
good
ate
long
those,
time.
I ate those waffles and I was raging. So don't tell me. Don't.
Sunday is the
Don't talk
Lord's
to me
Day,
about
and you
that.
got to practice rubbing your dick for keep it working
I do the rosary.
on Sundays. It's a day of rest, so you rest.
Jenny, it's F time.
Oh, don't say that.
On Sunday, bro? That's a sin.
Prayer time.
You're supposed to
No one here has
jacket.
done that on Sunday, right? Because you're not.
No, of course not.
I mean, say it. It's F time.
No,
What's
Chris
that?
Pratt says I shouldn't, so I didn't.
No.
He's Star Lord, okay? You gotta listen to him.
He's married to Arnold Schwarzenegger's eldest daughter.
Really? I didn't know that.
I thought he was married to.
His marriage with Anna Faris ended last year.
I thought it was longer ago than that.
She didn't pray hard enough.
You know what though? You know what was cool? Our friend Leroy
Yeah,
is in like some wrestling group,
yeah.
and there's a character in it named like not Chris Pratt or something like that. I think I brought this up before, and and I don't know what the joke is. I guess that he's not Chris Pratt. Whatever. I don't know. I could have this totally wrong, but they kept trying to tweet at Chris Pratt to do a video for the show. Hey,
Yeah.
do a video, do a video. And then finally, whoever played not Chris Pratt during one of the shows proposed to his girlfriend, and they tweeted that at Chris Pratt. Look, there's an engagement. Look. And Chris Pratt did send them a video.
Wow.
And it was him. Like wishing them well.
What
or
a good
whatever.
guy.
He was with Anna Faris, so it was.
Sounds like a God-fearing man, Sean.
See, that-
sounds like
that's
a
Sounds like a cool
G.
dude.
upstanding
If
citizen.
that was Sean, they would have blocked him.
probably.
Yeah, Sean would have gone block.
I wouldn't have blocked
You
him.
would have just
Yeah,
put the block
right.
right down.
He's just fucking. He just don't like. I just don't like him. I don't like Chris Pratt. I don't like him. I'm sorry.
Did you ever
Everyone
like
else,
him?
No.
Not even in Community?
I never cared about Chris Pratt ever. I didn't watch Community. Community? Is that the show? Parks and Rec.
You ever watch
Never
Seinfeld?
watched it.
Same thing.
Yeah, you ever watched I
Never
Love Lucy?
fucking watched it. I don't
Same
care.
fucking thing.
You didn't like The Simpsons?
I never saw Gardens of the Galaxy. I don't fucking
Gardens of
care.
Galaxy?
I don't care.
That's a
Dude, he
badass
trains
movie.
fucking raptors.
You never saw Garden in the Galaxy?
I didn't see it. I didn't see
Gardens
the
of the
Secret Garden
Galaxy.
or that.
He
I didn't
trains
see any
the
of it.
raptors.
I
Blue
just-
is his friend.
I just.
Wait, so if I say I am Groot, that makes no sense
It's
to you.
Sean
the
doesn't
tree.
even know what that
You don't
means.
know what
It's
that
the
is?
Tree Man. I know
Oh, so
what
you've
that
seen it.
is.
Yeah, so you have seen it.
How did Endgame make sense if you didn't see Guardians
Yeah.
1 or 2?
Yeah, you were probably lost. You didn't
You were
even
like,
know where
who's
you
I
were.
was so fucking lost
Who
in
the
the
fuck
game,
is
guys. I had
Nebula?
no idea.
Hey,
what was
Sean,
happening. Yeah.
you ever heard of Gamora?
Gamora and Guard.
Thank you. I was just about to say that.
I've heard of that.
Thank you, my man.
Chris Pratt would give you the Bible verse from Corinthians 7:14, Gomorrah and the pillars of salt.
Do you know who played Groot?
Sodom and Gomorrah.
Who played Groot?
What? Who
Who
played
played
him?
Sean, who played Groot?
Oh, yeah.
Pop quiz. Who
Sean,
played
I
Groot?
know. I know.
I'll give you $5 too. $10 if you can name
I'll
who
give
It
you
was
played
another
a
Groot.
$5.
computer. It was a CG tree,
Don't look.
wasn't it?
Don't
Don't
look. At the
look.
chat. You
I won't.
can't
I won't
at
look at the chat.
$10
Who
on
did the
line
voice
right
of
now.
Groot?
Who played Groot?
Come on.
Oh,
dude.
I don't know.
And if you don't get it, you owe us.
We all
tonight.
know here.
Yeah, if you don't know, you give us all $5.
I have no
like
idea.
that.
I have no idea.
Hey, Johnny gets $5 too.
Couldn't even.
He sounded
doesn't matter.
Nope,
kind
you
of sounded
lost.
like the
You
Iron
Daniel
lost
Giant.
money.
Day-Lewis. I don't fucking know.
Kind of
Lost
sounded
who?
like the Iron Giant.
I don't know. Was he in that
Oh,
group?
cool. It was Vin Diesel.
He's too fast for
Vin
you.
Diesel is Groot.
Too furious for you.
That's funny.
And he recorded I Am Groot in like 14 different languages.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's a great film.
Wow. Huh.
It's a cinematic masterpiece.
And then there was the Rat Man. I didn't see it.
Rat Man?
Oh, Raccoon.
Oh,
How dare
Jesus.
you?
Rat Man.
How dare you? Hey, do you know who that is?
Spider-Man's arch nemesis.
You probably don't care for him either.
Ryan Reynolds.
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper.
Was it?
Yeah.
Bradley Cooper's rad. Do you hate Bradley Cooper
No,
too?
no
like
problem.
Bradley
I have no
Cooper.
problem with Bradley Cooper.
They seem the same, so
But
I
he-
thought you would hate him.
No,
Him and Chris Pratt
No.
are friends though.
They're the same.
That's fine. You can be. I don't like all of Garrett's friends.
What? Why the fuck are you dragging me into this?
I'm gonna look up some.
You know,
Chris
me and
Pratt
Fetus
facts.
don't get along.
Yeah,
I'll
well,
say
I'm gonna
it.
call Fetus and Dracula and tell them maybe they shouldn't swing by the studio when Sean's around.
They're saying I'm in boomer mode. I just don't like Chris Pratt.
And you don't like my friends,
You have to
apparently.
though.
Yeah, why?
You are in boomer mode.
Why the fuck does that mean I don't like Chris Pratt and now I'm a fucking boomer? Fuck off. Jesus
Chris
Christ.
Pratt is older than you, just so you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you should show him some respect.
You got a few more years.
God,
to get there.
you fucking people.
I'm gonna look up some Chris Pratt trivia to hit you with. Because I think you'll like him if you knew all this shit.
Do you
about
like
him.
Anna Faris?
Yeah, she's fine. No problem with her. I don't have a problem with most people. For some reason, that guy rubs me the wrong way, and I don't like looking at him.
Okay, did you know this? Chris Pratt's hobbies include fishing, hunting, and working on cars.
I hate all three of those things. Fuck off.
You don't like hunting?
Wow.
No.
Chris Pratt graduated high school in 1997.
Manly.
Good for you. Good job.
Got a GED. Good job.
Chris Pratt became a father at the age of 33 when his wife gave son to Jack Pratt on August 25th, 2012.
When did you become a father? Were you 33?
I was not.
Jesus
I was
died age
younger than
33.
33.
So you're
I
doing it
was
better.
younger.
You're already ahead of him.
Chris Pratt was working at Bubba Gump's restaurant in Hawaii before he got discovered.
Hawaii. Motherfucker lived in Hawaii?
Yeah, that's weird.
He was a busboy at a Bubba Gump.
Whoa.
Yeah, you used to work at a Chili's.
That's true.
That's true. You were a busboy once.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
You could have been
So far,
discovered.
nothing here has sold me on being friends with Chris Pratt.
I think you guys got a
wrong
lot
with
in
Bubba
common, actually.
Bubble Gump is fine. It's fine. Nothing against it, I guess.
We ate there. Remember, we ate there. We were scoping out Universal
Yeah.
about a year ago. We were all there, and then we all ate at Bubba Gump.
Yeah.
And it really struck me how weird it was. It's like, wow, we really got a chain restaurant on this 25-year-old movie about handicapped Tom Hanks. Like, it just was like,
Laughs
wow,
like
this is
a
really
box
like
of
Chris Pratt
chocolates.
happening.
was homeless
What?
and lived in his van before his career took off.
that's
Well, that's
that's
inspiring.
the Jewel story.
You know what? Maybe
Yeah, you're reading the
maybe
Jewel
that
page.
power prayer
That's
worked for him.
Jewel.
I gotta, see, he prayed because he was homeless.
Yeah, I bet he was praying every day in that van.
Here's a piece of trivia that's gonna blow your mind. This is a trivia listed on IMDb page for Chris Pratt. It says, "Friends with Aubrey Plaza."
Wow.
I love her.
Now I'm jealous.
She was in that Child's Play.
Do you like do you like him now? Oh, Shawn. Oh, fuck. It's over. Here we go.
There we go.
Here's the reason.
Okay.
Chris Pratt voiced promos
Nice.
for
Oh.
matches for 2018 FIFA World Cup.
Soccer.
Soccer, Shawn.
Sean, you like sports?
Wow.
I mean,
This guy's hating.
not even
Sean-
the
Sean's
Olympics.
not even
Call me.
trying.
Sean,
Call me when you
Olympics
get
are
to the
canceled, dude.
Olympics.
you used the parabolic microphone at the Charger game,
I did.
sitting sideline,
I
did
that.
50-yard line.
Chris Pratt is the son-in-law to Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Wow.
They hang out.
Crazy.
Wow, dude.
Crazy.
I thought you liked Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, I thought you were a fan. I guess so. You hate him.
Thought you were into the governor.
Nope. I like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I do.
You thought he did a good job
Oh,
for California?
politics? I don't get it.
He's
I don't know about
friends.
that.
He's friends with James McAvoy.
Good try. Nice
How,
dodge.
what kind of fucking, who writes this? Who wrote that list?
Or James
Chris
McAvoy,
Pratt.
probably. All right, so I think you like him now.
So yeah, not sold. Not sold on him. Sorry.
Just wait.
You know, but maybe one day when we meet, I'll let you guys know.
Guardians 3.
I'm gonna pray to meet him, and then when that definitely happens, I'll let you know if I like him or
Okay.
not.
I'm gonna read you now some Chris Pratt quotes,
I hear sarcasm in there.
and I think you're gonna like him.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can pour melted ice cream on regular ice cream. It's like a sauce.
This isn't doing him any favors. Go ahead.
Wow, dude hates ice cream.
yeah,
Okay.
these aren't Chris
I can't
Pratt
have
quotes.
ice
These are
cream,
his
so fuck off.
characters' lines. These are dialogue lines.
Here's a quote from Chris Pratt. It says, "Just be comfortable with who you are."
Okay. Very inspiring. It's nice.
You like him now?
I don't, but I'm
That
fine
is
with.
good advice,
I like
though.
that
Oh my god.
better than the first one.
All right, he has another quote here. It says, "Just be yourself and forget all of the stuff you read in GQ magazine." Wow.
I hate this guy.
Wow, that's a positive statement.
Wow. You ever been written about in GQ, Sean?
Several times.
Bullshit.
Hey, Shawn.
Mm.
Chris Pratt once said, "My favorite way to blow off steam is to sing obnoxiously loud in the shower."
Whoa.
Kinda cool.
Hey, just like us, huh?
What an asshole.
So
All
much
right.
sarcasm.
This one's going to
I don't
fuck
think you're
Shawn
gonna
up.
pray.
This one's going to crack Shawn.
I don't think you're gonna pray for him.
This one's going to crack Shawn. Chris Pratt once said, "I have some weird habits. For instance, I love beets. Show me a salad bar and I will clean them out of their beets." You like beets? Look at that smile.
Sean, what is
What
this guy?
a fucking lame thing. Fuck off. Who is he telling this to?
Christ, you're mean.
And you know the person behind, like, let's say there's a reporter, like, oh, I put this on IMDb. Fuck
His fans.
off.
He's telling this to his
Beats?
fans.
Jesus. Sorry, can I say that, Chris Pratt? Am I allowed to say that?
You use the Lord's name in vain just
I
now?
wouldn't have done that.
God.
You want to hear some more?
It's a mistake.
I mean, I gotta go in a
My
second.
bladder's gonna
Chris
explode.
Pratt once said, "There's nothing funnier than a giant grown man rollerblading." I'll read it again. There's nothing funnier than a giant grown man rollerblading.
I can't think of anything funnier than that, to be fair.
No, you have to like him or else you're a fucking boomer,
I really-
apparently.
I really
you have to think
can't-
that's
I
good.
can't think of
you
anything.
have to think that's
Jeez,
funny,
wow,
Rocco,
can't think
or
of
else
anything.
you're a boomer. That's what they're saying.
I can't think of anything funnier than that,
Yep.
personally. Monkey smoking a cigarette? No.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Pratt once said, "I've always been a little soft. I like to eat."
That's kind of fun.
That's fun.
He's
We have
real
fun
guy.
here.
I've enjoyed that.
You know what? He
Not
eats,
a fuku.
and I also eat, so I guess we have more in common
Do you
than
guys
I
know
thought.
who Gordon Lightfoot is?
I don't.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
The chef.
Okay.
Who was that? I don't know.
All right. Well, we don't know. But Chris Pratt once said, "People have told me I look like Gordon Lightfoot."
Kind of be fun. It'd be fun
Well,
to be told that.
Sean doesn't know who Gordon Lightfoot.
I
is.
don't know who that is.
Yeah, but
Probably
if somebody
doesn't
said
make
it to you, you might get a laugh,
Uh.
right?
Yeah.
It's just kind of fun. Fun to say.
This is
Oh,
something.
singer. Doesn't look anything like
No,
him.
don't like him.
I
that-
see it.
That's
I
the
see it.
joke. I see. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay. He said one time, he said this. Sean, listen up. You're really going to want to hear this.
Okay. I'm ready.
Sean, you're going to want to hear this next one.
I'm ready.
Get ready for this next one.
If one day someone came up to me and was like,
Sorry, I'm already laughing. Sorry.
I'll start over.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Quote, if one day someone came up to me and was like, "Look, you're never going to act again," I don't know what I would do.
It's kind of fun to think about.
I'm on Sean's side now.
Maybe
Well, you guys got issues, anger issues.
maybe he could be a youth pastor.
Oh, wait. Hold on. This one's going to fuck you up.
Yeah. Get ready.
Get ready. Get close up on Sean because you're
Close up on him.
you're
As
gonna
close as you can get.
Capture the moment where he breaks. Yep. Get it tough. Tighten it up. Here we go. Tighten it up.
Oh, close up isn't helping him.
Get your stone face ready.
Yeah, Stone Fox over here.
You're gonna break a tear for Chris Pratt after
Get
this
ready.
one. You ready? Chris Pratt once said, "I was an athlete growing up, and I miss that. I miss hanging out with dudes and making raunchy jokes and telling stories, trading details, you know? There's something I really miss about that."
Having friends.
He was an athlete. He misses doing. Don't you miss being an athlete?
Yeah, you
guys
just
got
play
that in common.
softball.
I'm no athlete.
Did you check your phone lately?
No.
This one's
Sent
gonna
you a
fuck
couple
you up.
texts.
Chris Pratt once said, "I would love to work with Steve Martin. I would love to work with Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd."
That's kind of crazy. That could
Yeah,
be
you know
pretty-
what? Me too.
That could be pretty funny if
Me
if
too.
done correctly.
Me too.
kind of a cool little
Cool
thought.
list.
I think Chris Pratt and Shawn actually have a lot in common. And you know what they say, like opposites attract.
Yeah.
Similarities repel.
Oh.
Chris Pratt once said, this is a short and sweet quote. He said, "Celebrity is intoxicating."
Think about that.
Down to the point.
Think about that. I didn't realize that he was so fucking deep.
Well, yeah, you learn. You get here, read that in the Bible.
This one's funny.
Book of Isaiah.
Hey, this one's going to make you laugh.
Okay. Okay.
I'd like to do Garfield Mondays, lasagna and napping in a box.
I mean,
Just like the comic.